have to train with Cheerios, and you can see the little thing behind you. And I put a little bit of liquid smoke on a cotton ball and stick it in, something like that, and then I take it out about a day later, so it has that treat smell. And if she will eat Cheerios, which she might not now because she's already had higher value. But I definitely, just to go back to the older, you have to manage that. And if Murphy's already bit her eye?
Yeah.
And was it vet worthy?
No.
Okay. Good. So, I will bring my dogs out a little bit later, and you will see them do corrections with the puppy. They're not going to hurt the puppy, but you'll see the corrections because the puppy will want to, you know.
Yeah.
But you'll see what a correction looks like and what it doesn't look like. So I'll show you that. My dogs. See, these mentally stimulate. They're as good as a walk. And you can lock it, you can lock this so it doesn't move, but there's really no point in that. And we're just going to fill up part of them. These give mental stimulation, and they have to learn to push that to bring that up, and pull this, and move these. And these are like $14, $15. These are not expensive items. You can find them on Amazon, of course. You find them at any dog store. I mean, they're there.
What would I?
They're interactive toys.
Interactive.
Almost everything that's out here is an interactive toy.
All right, guys. Do you want to go do your schoolwork at the gazebo?
I'm in the bathroom. But our dog Riley, every time like Luna would wake our dog Riley up or something, Riley would growl. But now our dog Riley's kind of sick of it, and Riley will start like biting at her.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's how, like, Riley is over 10, and she's like, you know, how she does her puppy thing. And I really think she's just kind of giving, like, that's your warning. But
That's okay. That's a correction. And adult dogs should correct puppies. But biting is not.
Right. She
optimal.
didn't, yeah, she hasn't. She's like, and then she'll,
That's-
rah, 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 rah. You know,
Yes.
but she didn't actually bite.
Yeah, that's a
With
correction.
Murphy, he gets into that food aggression where he did bite. Like,
Yeah.
there was a mark. So that was,
Well, food aggression is, it's like if you were sitting at a restaurant and somebody came up and reached over your shoulder and grabbed a piece of pizza, you probably wouldn't go, oh, please, here, take it.
yeah, especially if you're hungry.
I've been going to jail for what?
Yeah, there you go. So you can't blame a dog for that, but you can teach a puppy not to have that food aggression. And the way you do that is you hand feed it or you feed it and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a dog that I got from the shelter. It's 5 pounds. Believe me, if it was 150, it would have been euthanized by this point.
Oh gosh.
It is terribly reactive, food aggressive. Barely take things away from them. I've been working on this dog for 2 years. I'm starting to make a dent in it, but this dog was, very, very food reactive, and would bite you in a hot second. There's not a problem with that. So she goes to all of them. I wouldn't get the wooden one. The wooden ones are a little bit more expensive, but they don't clean up nicely. These clean up really
Yeah,
nicely.
look at those, y'all. Look.
Yeah.
That would even good for Murphy.
Murphy, I think part of it is that he was abused a lot when he was little. Like, when we got him, he had a chain under his skin and his neck.
Oh, yeah.
He was like,
Well, he doesn't have much patience. His patience
I think
level.
he was like, I'm pretty sure he was like supposed to be a fighter dog, but he's too sweet.
This, or a bait dog. This, I would definitely get a I would definitely get the Gorilla Chew for any puppy, because they're gonna go through chewing stages. You want something decent for them to chew. Bully sticks, and if you can get them at Costco, that's absolutely your best value, but I look on Chewy and see, you want the odorless ones,
Mhm.
because they smell.
Mhm.
And, although the ones at Costco, I just open up the bag and just leave it out here and let it air. I would definitely get a licky pad for her.
Yeah, she's loving that.
Yeah, the two of them were like $10.99. I mean, they were not.
Yeah, and I think
Not-
even for Murphy, he does the same licky thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
get
a-
one for
yeah.
each of them. Yeah,
Just keep them separate.
just keep them separate. Yes, keep
Make
them
sure,
separate.
make sure they know which one's theirs.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start to kind of pick these up. I wanted to teach you boys before you go and work. I wanted to teach you a couple of exercises to do with the dog, sort of, because you want the dog to come to you. You know, you want a really good recall on the dog, so I was going to show you a couple of things really quickly
Help her pick up.
that we can do if you can give me a minute. You can set that right over there on top of there. There you go. Perfect. Ooh. Wonderful.
Ooh, these are, and they're nice and flexible.
Yes, and you can get them in a harder plastic. And then those
Yeah.
just go in the dishwasher.
But look at it, I thought they were hard plastic. They're all,
They smell like
They do
banana
come in hard
they
plastic.
smell like dog food.
Banana
Yeah, they
sausage
smell
is
like
too.
And just right in the dishwasher. There you go. All right.
Those are really cool.
Those are very, very cool. And when you're training, when you're teaching a dog to want to be in the crate and things like that, you got to give them a little something
Yeah.
to have them be there. So,
Yeah, so I give her the Kong. I mean, I did that. I mean,
the stuffed Kong.
yeah.
Yeah, and you can do that with the food. You can take her food for the day and wet it a little bit and take, if you feed her once or twice, you'd have 2 or 3 Kongs. And you stuff them, you know, and then you give her the Kong and let her eat that way. You just have her work for her food. It's way more rewarding for her. So this is going to be, you're going to do this. She's in the room with you. It's not going to be you go to another room and call her or anything like that. It's going to be right here. And you're just going to call her name. Luna!
Where's that puppy?
So, yeah, so she's engaged right now. If you don't have the, this is a good example. If you don't, Luna! Does she know her name yet?
Barely.
Okay, so, all right. So anyhow, this will
I think
help her
she
learn her
does. I
name
think
too.
it's selective hearing.
So I'm just, this is, whoops, a daisy. This is called luring. This is luring the dog. So this is the magnet. The nose is the refrigerator. Magnet goes on refrigerator and stays right there at refrigerator. Luna! Luna, come! Okay? That's all it is. And then you wait for her to finish it. Luna, come! You just take 3 or 4 steps and then toss it. Wait for her to finish. Luna, come! Wait for her to look at you so that you have her attention. So you want to try? Okay, so you do about 3 of them. You sit down now and then you can do them. First Jacob and then, because he's older, okay? Luna, come! And toss it just a little bit. Now walk over here. Walk away from her. Luna, come! There you go. Perfect. Now walk away. Luna, come! Perfect, okay? Do that 3 or 4 times a day, okay? Both of you, not to just 3 or 4 little treats, okay? There you go. Already she's knowing her name. All right, come this way, Noah. Yes? Yeah, good, perfect. Ooh, she's a dog trainer.
He's taking all responsibility. That's what puppy do.
Good. Beautiful. Okay. That was perfect. Good job. Okay? So if each of you would do that a couple of times a day, and Mother will do it a couple of times a day, what I want you to do is, if you would take like, see if she'll work, Luna come for Cheerios. Luna come. So she'll work for Cheerios. I'd like her to get little pieces of Tupperware. Luna free cookie scatter. A cookie scatter is I throw 2 or 3 cookies out, and that means you can go get those and you're just. So if you start with Cheerios, she'll work with Cheerios. If you start with a higher value treat, she won't work with Cheerios. So
I said the Cheerios, she's like dropping the Cheerios, but are those the ones that have the smoke in it?
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Well, no, because she had a higher value treat.
Oh, okay. I get it.
That's why
Okay.
it's like, no.
Yeah, she's
You
like,
know,
oh,
and
this
she's
is
already
good.
had dog food, but that's okay. What I'm telling you is you can get little Tupperwares like this, the small ones, put your Cheerios, put them all over the house. And then, say you're in the laundry room and you're folding clothes. You reach over and you get a Cheerio and you go, Luna, come. She knows her name. She's just been ignoring you.
I know.
Luna, come. And that's because it hasn't been fun enough to come. So this makes it really fun.
And that's good for them? Like that is good?
Luna, come.
Yeah, and you can do it with, you have to have your treats in hand. Because you have to use the treats right now and be generous with them.
To train her.
To train her. You have to teach the puppy everything. You have to teach it everything. So,
And food is the way to go.
and food is the way to teach it.
Okay.
So,
It's
So that's
kinda,
good.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
it's kind of different.
It is, and because I'm always like, oh, but we don't want to use food as a reward, but
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
puppies you do.
Because you want to do positive reinforcement. And what is the strongest stimulus for a dog?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay? It's a primary.
So I got it. Okay, so
Okay.
I was like paranoid, like I didn't want to give her too many treats.
So give her good treats. This you can
But
give her
she's-
Cheerios.
Yeah.
So start her in the morning. Don't give her a higher value treat. Start her with Cheerios and get her moving on Cheerios. She'll work for them. Sooner or later she will. You know? And if she doesn't, then
How about
Where
peanut
about-
butter? I was thinking about peanut butter.
peanut butter is high in fat. Oh, look, but you got that on your lip. Oh, yeah, you do. You got it on your lip. You missed it. Yeah. Luna, come. Yeah.
She's gonna love. She's. I
Luna,
think I'm
come.
gonna make her.
Yeah. So I want you doing things like your chores. So you're folding clothes and suddenly you go, and she's in there, you go, Luna, come.
Oh God.
And then you go back and you fold your clothes, okay? And you're just going to do stuff like that. Or, you know, something happens and you're going to sweep a little bit. So here you go. I got to clean up these Cheerios now that you've just made a mess. All right, Luna, come.
Haha.
Okay, and what you're doing is you're introducing the puppy to different shapes, sizes, and activity, so you don't have a dog that's reactive around the vacuum, the broom. See, she really is not, hey, you want to come? See, she's a little hesitant about that. You want to come? There you go. Okay, so with the vacuum, I want you to bring it out to the middle of the room. I want you to do Luna come with the vacuum off for a day, a few times. And then I want you to turn the vacuum on and be in another room, like the kitchen, and do Luna come with the vacuum running so that she has you introduce the noise at a distance, and then you can gradually shorten the distance. And if the dog seems distressed, when it gets a little bit closer, then distance. Take it back out, okay?
Gotcha.
So that's what you want to do right now. So then you can get a yoga mat. You can cut it up, or you can use a dog bed. And this is, we are going to teach, in this 4 weeks, we're going to teach the dog to really love its bed and also its crate. We're going to teach it to be so attracted to that it wants to stay there, okay? But it's going to happen over time. So we're going to teach him that, and then we're going to teach the dog to be attracted to the mat, which means, or to seek the mat, which means you're going to send the dog away from the mat, and it's going to come right back to the mat. So what you are teaching the dog is, this is your place to be calm. This is your place. And good things happen to you here. And you are going to gradually be teaching self-control. Okay? So it starts like this.
So that's what my friends have told me, like, that's their safe, like the crate is their safe place,
That's their happy place.
Yeah, but they have to be taught that.
right?
They don't know
So,
that.
yeah,
And if she goes in the crate and it's empty and it's left in there and it's no fun, she's not, a dog is not going to go somewhere that it doesn't enjoy. So,
Yeah, so
does
we
she have
can-
a bed like this, or does she have a bed more like that?
It's very fluffy and like pretty.
Okay, good.
it's
So
a
it's
big
kind of,
round bed.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the bed up, and then we are going to put the bed down, and as soon as the dog puts a paw on it, we are going to have what we call a reward marker word. And you guys are going to pick it. Noah, you pick it, okay? I use yes, good, hi, whatever. You think of the word that you want to use with the dog to tell it, you're doing that right.